Every time I do one of these, I always say, usually it's in the morning, so I always say, good morning, elders. So this afternoon, I'll say, good afternoon, elders. That doesn't mean you're elder like me. It just means everybody's a teacher. So I'm Len Greenwood. I'm the founder, director, and instructor, one of the instructors in the Green Pathway program at Montgomery High School, which was founded 5 years ago. We originally were a California Partnership Academy, which meant we got a lot of funding from the state to start the thing, but at the same time the state was breaking school districts with funding. So the funding that came from the state actually had the requirement that the districts match the same funding. So as we were getting $60,000, $70,000, the district was losing $60,000, $70,000 at the same time. And so 2 years into my program with 60 students, the district said, we can't support you anymore. So being a sustainability program, we said, well, then we'll become self-sustaining, and to heck with you. So in the process, we're 5 years into it now, and we're basically self-sustaining through a lot of the things we do. We have a farm. So the handout I gave you, we have a farm going for the last 3 years. We sell produce at school. We were able to, 3 of my students that are here with me today are trained, 4 of my students that are here today, sorry, Kayla. Kayla is a first year student in the program, first graduate in the program. They're solar installers now, so none of them working yet in solar, but it's right there. They're sought after. All of them are farming with me. And the program goes on. We just received a linked learning grant from the state, one of 20 schools in California that got a 5-year grant to basically double out the program. So we have my business teacher here with me today, Chris Norris, who will be adding a sustainable business class to the program, entrepreneurship class. Working with my good friend James, who's with us today, who did his master's on the program, master's thesis on the program, made us famous, and still haven't seen it all, but we're there. My goal, I guess, in this whole equation of making this work, and it's always good in anything, any endeavor we have, to have a story. So now we have a story behind us. And so I can go to conferences like this, or I can be standing in line at Whole Foods or Andy's, or I can be anywhere, and I talk to people. I'm handing this stuff to them. I'm identifying what we do, what my heroes are doing here in dedicating themselves to a sustainable future. I view myself, and I hope the rest of my teaching staff view themselves as guides through this. These are the problem solvers. These are the people that are going to take what you're talking about and go run with it and have the new innovative ideas. I can be the guide in that, I hope. I teach a sustainable practices class, which is an overview class where I start with the individual students. Let's say, Ryan, we're going to talk about water. So we look at his water use, his family's water use, his community, neighborhood water use, all the way city, county, state, nation, global. So he has an idea whether he wants to be an organic farmer, a solar installer, land restoration person, truck driver, whatever he wants to do. He's got an activist, advocate point of view as a global citizen. The next step for us in this whole equation, besides doubling out the program and adding a maker algebra, maker geometry, which is actually taking the math and building something, and then taking that and saying, okay, we built product. Chris, teach them how to sell that project and set up their own businesses and make it sustainable. The next step for us with the grant we have is be a model for the rest of the county high schools and say, we did it, now you do it. Add this to it, because I think the only way we're going to dig ourselves out of the mess we've got ourselves in is to educate and educate and educate. And thank you. Those guys are on it. We've got students that are getting hired as solar installers at 18 years old. We have students that are going up and doing sustainable agriculture at Santa Rosa J.C. Schoen Farm. We have students working out at the Marine Lab with the top scientists in the world. And we have students, Helen's interning at the farm. We have an organic farm that we do that I have a partnership in, but she's also interning with Congressman Michael Thompson at the same time. And just met Mark Levine, and he said, give me some interns out of your program. I want them. He's opening an office in Santa Rosa, so I said, game on, let's do it. So you get the social equity, the politics, the hands-on in the field, everything's going on. So it's just not, I'm a solar installer, but I have no idea. I just go home and climb into my monster truck and get 2 miles a gallon and drive down the road. Yay, no, you're a global citizen. Figure the equation out. So I'd like each one of my students that's here with me today to introduce themselves and then just say briefly, because they're flashing signs at me, what you do and why you're in it and your plans. My heroes.
Hey guys. Alright, so my name's Ryan Johnson, and the biggest thing, here's my story. So I came as a transfer student, actually from Rancho Cotati High School, which is here, and I moved to Santa Rosa to go to Montgomery High School. So entirely new to the program, sophomore year, thrown into a different high school, no idea what I want to do with my life, no idea what sustainability even means. And then I found this guy, and this was kind of a program that gave me the ability to get out of the classroom, be able to get a little bit more hands-on, and then also get a taste of, maybe what I'm setting myself up for to see if I really actually am interested in that. And we did that through the internship program. And he's touched on that a little bit of a basis, but it gives us the ability to get out of class and get class credit for it. But like I said, to also get an experience of the business, what we're looking into, and actually get a feel for what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah. I'm Helen Hylett. I'm a junior, and I started the program this year. Kind of got into it because I wanted to put myself in work situations where I'll be able to choose what I want to do before I actually get out there and, get out in the real world and stuff. So I really am interested in doing journalism, focusing on environmental studies. So.
Hey everybody, my name is Zach. I started in the Green Pathway 2 years ago in life skills, and I found out that there are other things that it can be interesting besides the actual school standards of math and science and all this, and there's actually things outside of that that are interesting that I can get myself involved with and just get myself to start off on a good, solid foundation of important things.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I found out through the program through Ryan. He introduced it to me last year because my sister's boyfriend was actually where he is now. And I didn't even know that we had the program because my counselor only mentioned it briefly. And so once I started actually going out to the farm and actually working, it got me interested in actually going out and actually doing what I wanted to do instead of being told what I had to do. So I like having the option to actually leave school and actually go and see what I'm going to be doing for my future.
I think one of they're very modest. These are the powerhouses here. Kayla, you want to tell your story a little bit?
Sure. I'm Kayla, and I graduated from the program about almost 2 years ago, and I'm a sophomore at the JC. Yay! So after taking this program, you just feel a lot more confident with who you are and all this foundation you get and support from your classmates. And through Greenwood, he opened up all these doors, and I walked into all of them and was able to meet Susie through the Leadership Institute, so now I'm going to be a fellow graduating from there.
Yeah.
Jen Mackles is also doing a great job and is from the Leadership too, so I'm making these great connections, getting school certified, also a solar panel design and installer. qualified water efficient landscaper, jack of all trades type of person. And I just hosted Earth Day, and I'm making a bunch of connections and getting these guys involved too. So that's who I am.
So that's a connection too. I'm finding that my first graduating class, they're all staying in touch and they're all here to help out and continue the work. And I think that's where we're headed. We have to spread this to all the rest of the schools, and it needs to start with these guys becoming the mentors and the teachers. So this summer, just to close, we just started a program called the School Garden Mentor Program. This group plus 11 other high school students, not just from Montgomery, are going to have paid positions running elementary school gardens this summer. So the good stuff keeps going. So if you'd like to talk to them or anything, we got to get off stage now. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you.